So you're looking to pack on some muscle, right? The big question then is, what should you actually be eating, to make that happen effectively? We all know training, well, it breaks muscles down. That's sort of the necessary first step. But what builds them back up, bigger, stronger? That's really where nutrition comes in. It's the real game changer. Welcome to this deep dive. We're not just going to list foods. We're digging into the 20 most powerful choices for muscle growth. Our mission today: go beyond just like protein counts. We want to understand why these foods work so well, how they nourish you, speed up recovery, and boost your energy levels.
Exactly. And maybe let's quickly touch on the basics. Muscle growth itself, hypertrophy, technically speaking. Think of it as your body adapting to the stress of lifting weights, resistance training. When you work out, you cause these tiny tears in the muscle fibers. The important part, the rebuilding and strengthening, that happens during rest. And that's where your diet is absolutely crucial. Non-negotiable. You definitely need protein, those are the building blocks. But don't forget carbs. They refill your muscles' energy tanks, the glycogen stores, and healthy fats. They support hormones, which are vital for muscle development too. Now here's the key thing. Not all calories are created equal, right? Right. We're focusing on nutrient-dense foods, the ones that really fuel muscle growth. Easy to digest, packed with micronutrients needed for repair and growth.
Okay, perfect. Let's get straight into it then. What's topping our list? What's number one? Let's start with something pretty fundamental. Eggs. The incredible edible egg.
Ah, the egg. It really earns that reputation as a protein gold standard. What makes it so special? Well, it has all 9 essential amino acids. Complete protein profile.
Those are the ones your body can't make itself, right? Got to get them from food.
Exactly. And here's a really important one. Eggs are loaded with leucine.
Leucine, I've heard that's super important.
It is. Think of leucine as the on switch. It kicks off muscle protein synthesis. That's the actual process.
Yeah.
Building and repairing the muscle tissue. Plus, one single egg gives you like 6 to 7 grams of really high quality protein, all packed in there.
Okay, but what about the yolk? There's always that debate, skip the yolk, eat the yolk.
Definitely don't skip the yolk. That's where so much goodness is. It's full of vitamin D, healthy fats, and choline.
Choline, what does that do?
Choline is actually really important for muscle function, and it even helps with your metabolism. So eating the whole egg gives you this synergistic effect, all those nutrients working together. It's much better for muscle growth and just overall health.
Got it. Whole eggs it is. All right, moving on. Another lean protein superstar, chicken breast.
Ah, yes, chicken breast. A true fitness staple, and for good reason. It's incredibly efficient. You get a lot of protein with very little fat tagging along. We're talking roughly 26 grams of complete protein in just a 100-gram serving. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's efficient. Makes it easier to hit protein goals without tons of extra calories, especially if you're trying to stay lean while building.
Exactly that.
And it's just so versatile in the kitchen, isn't it? Grill it, bake it, stir fry, endless options.
Absolutely. That versatility is key. Means you can actually stick to eating it consistently.
Right.
And consistency, as we'll probably keep saying, is crucial for seeing results.
Okay, next up, let's bring in some healthy fats along with the protein. Let's talk salmon.
Salmon is fantastic. A real 2-for-1 benefit here. You get that high-quality protein, obviously, but it's also packed, absolutely packed with omega-3 fatty acids.
And those omega-3s, they help with inflammation, right?
They do. What's really cool is how they work at a cellular level to help reduce that post-exercise inflammation. So what does that mean for you? Potentially less muscle soreness, maybe faster recovery times. Plus, they're great for heart health and can even help with joint function.
I think I read somewhere that omega-3s might even help preserve muscle directly.
You're right. There's some interesting research suggesting they might help you hold on to muscle mass, especially if you're less active for a bit or maybe cutting calories.
Good to know. So how often should we aim for salmon?
Aiming for maybe 2 to 3 servings a week. That seems like a really good strategic move for muscle and overall health.
Okay, 2-3 servings. Got it. Let's switch gears. Head over to the dairy aisle. Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt, definitely a valuable asset for muscle building. The main thing is it's much higher in protein than regular yogurt. Significantly higher.
And the type of protein matters too, doesn't it?
It does. Greek yogurt has a great mix. It's got whey protein, which digests fast good for right after a workout. And it also has casein protein, which is slower digesting.
Ah, so it keeps feeding your muscles for longer.
Exactly. You get that immediate amino acid supply, but also a sustained release maybe overnight. It supports continuous repair and growth.
And it's another one you can easily customize, right? Add berries, seeds.
Oh, for sure. Berries add antioxidants. Things like chia seeds give you extra fiber and healthy fats. Makes it a really complete, satisfying snack. anytime, really.
Staying with dairy, what about cottage cheese? Sometimes feels a bit underrated.
Totally underrated. Cottage cheese deserves way more attention, especially for recovery. It's incredibly rich in that slow-digesting casein protein we just mentioned.
So, ideal for before bed.
Perfect for before bed. Think of it providing this steady trickle of amino acids to your muscles all night long. Maximizes that crucial overnight recovery window when your body's doing most of the repair work.
And it's not just protein, is it?
Nope. It's also a good source of calcium vital for muscle contraction. Plus selenium and vitamin B12. Those play key roles in muscle function and just general energy metabolism. A small bowl before bed. Simple, but really effective.
All right, let's talk red meat. Time to dig into the benefits of lean beef.
Okay, lean beef. It brings something unique to the table. Creatine. It's one of the best natural sources of creatine out there.
And creatine helps with workout performance, right? High-intensity stuff.
Exactly. Creatine helps regenerate ATP, which is like your body's main energy currency, especially during short bursts of intense effort. So that translates directly to better performance in the gym. Push harder, lift heavier, ultimately stimulating more growth. And beyond creatine, lean beef is packed with heme iron.
Heme iron, that's the easily absorbed kind.
That's the one. Your body absorbs it really well, and it's essential for carrying oxygen to your working muscles. Super important.
So with beef, it's definitely more than just the protein content. There's extra value there.
Precisely. The key is choosing leaner cuts. Think sirloin, round steak. That way you maximize the protein and creatine, but keep the saturated fat intake in check.
Good tip. Now thinking about our vegetarian and vegan listeners, let's talk tofu. How does it stack up for muscle building?
Tofu is a fantastic option. It's a complete plant-based protein.
Meaning it has all those essential amino acids.
All 9, yep. The ones your body needs but can't produce. It's made from soybeans, super versatile, and it also gives you good amounts of important minerals, calcium, iron, magnesium, all vital for muscle function and overall health.
And definitely not boring to cook with, despite what some people might think.
Not at all. Tofu is like a sponge for flavor. Stir fry it, grill it, bake it till it's crispy, crumble it into soups or salads.
So many options.
Yeah. And what's also interesting, some research hints that the isoflavones in soy might actually help with recovery, maybe even reduce muscle soreness after exercise.
Interesting. Okay, another plant-based powerhouse, lentils.
Lentils. They are nutritional giants in tiny packages. A single cooked cup gives you a solid chunk of protein, around 18 grams, but they're also incredibly rich in fiber.
Which is good for digestion, right? Gut health.
Crucial for gut health and digestion, which in turn is vital for absorbing all those nutrients you're eating. Plus, lentils are packed with folate, iron, and complex carbohydrates.
Ah, complex carbs, so sustained energy.
Exactly. That slow release of energy helps fuel your workouts without the crash. They don't just provide protein, they help power the sessions that stimulate the need for protein.
Good point. How do you like to use them?
Oh, they're great in a hearty lentil curry or maybe a refreshing salad with quinoa and lots of veggies. Really versatile.
Speaking of quinoa, let's dive into that one next.
Quinoa. It really stands out in the plant kingdom because, unlike most grains, it's a complete protein.
Like tofu and eggs.
Exactly. That makes it invaluable, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan, trying to support muscle growth effectively. Beyond protein, it offers good amounts of magnesium.
Which helps with muscle contraction.
Yep, contraction and relaxation, plus iron and phosphorus, both essential for energy production within the cells.
And I find it's pretty easy on the stomach, too.
It generally is. It's naturally gluten-free, usually well-tolerated. Pro tip, try cooking it in bone broth instead of water sometime.
Ooh, why is that?
Adds extra flavor, sure, but also some collagen and other nutrients that can be good for your connective tissues. Little extra boost.
Nice tip. Okay, let's switch gears. Something convenient, budget-friendly. Canned tuna.
Canned tuna. Super accessible, affordable way to get a quick hit of lean protein. It's also rich in selenium, that's an antioxidant important for muscle recovery, and vitamin D, which we know is crucial for hormone balance, strong bones, indirectly supporting muscle development too.
Great for throwing in a salad or a wrap for a quick lunch protein boost.
Definitely. Quick and easy. But it is worth mentioning moderation with tuna.
Because of mercury concerns.
Exactly. So sticking to maybe 2 to 3 servings per week is generally the recommendation. Keep it balanced.
Okay, good advice. Right, we're about halfway through our list. Let's move to some smaller, but still mighty allies, almonds.
Almonds. Fantastic snack. Really convenient for muscle building goals. A small handful gives you a nice mix. Some protein, those healthy monounsaturated fats we like for overall health, and magnesium. Again, essential for muscle contraction and producing energy.
And they're known for vitamin E too, aren't they?
That's right. Almonds are a great source of vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant. It can help protect your muscle cells from some of the damage that happens during intense exercise.
So how many should you aim for?
Around 20-25 almonds a day is a good target. Simple, tasty way to support your goals and heart health too.
Okay, let's talk carbs again. Brown rice sometimes gets overlooked, but it's beneficial, right?
Absolutely beneficial. Brown rice is an excellent source of complex carbohydrates, and those carbs are vital for replenishing your muscle glycogen stores after you train.
Glycogen, that's the muscle's fuel tank.
Pretty much, yeah. They're readily available fuel source. Refilling those tanks helps you keep up intensity in your next workout. Consistency again. And unlike white rice, brown rice keeps its bran and germ, so you get valuable fiber, B vitamins for energy metabolism, even a little bit of protein.
So it's providing that sustained energy release we need for consistent, hard training.
Precisely. Those slow digesting carbs give you steady fuel. Try pairing it with lean protein, maybe some beans, and healthy fats like avocado for a really well-rounded, muscle-friendly meal.
Sounds good. Next up, chickpeas. Super versatile, packed with fiber.
Chickpeas are wonderful. They offer that fantastic trifecta for muscle building. Plant protein, complex carbs for energy, and a good dose of dietary fiber for gut health. They also give you important minerals like zinc, which helps with muscle repair, and iron for oxygen transport.
I love roasting them with some spices. Makes a great crunchy snack.
That's a perfect way to eat them. They're incredibly versatile though. Blend them into hummus, toss them in salads for protein and fiber, add them to stews, loads of uses.
Okay, let's revisit dairy again. Just plain old milk. Still good for muscle support.
Oh yeah, milk is often called nature's recovery drink, and for good reason. It naturally contains both that fast digesting whey and the slow digesting casein protein.
So kind of like Greek yogurt, but in liquid form.
Pretty much. Makes it ideal for post-workout recovery. Plus, it's packed with calcium for bones and muscle function, potassium for electrolytes, and vitamin D, which we know supports overall health and muscle function too.
And what about chocolate milk? I feel like that gets mentioned specifically for recovery sometimes.
It does. Some studies actually show that chocolate milk, with its combo of carbs and protein, can be surprisingly effective for muscle recovery, maybe even on par with some commercial sports drinks.
Interesting.
So yeah, a simple glass of milk, maybe chocolate milk after training, is a convenient, natural way to help your muscles refuel and rebuild.
All right, let's talk breakfast staple, but good anytime. Oats.
Oats are fantastic for sustained energy. That's mainly down to their slow digesting carbs and high soluble fiber content. This helps keep your blood sugar steady, providing that consistent energy stream for your workouts. They also chip in some protein and important minerals like magnesium and zinc, both involved in muscle function, makes them a great base for a pre-workout meal.
And you can definitely boost their muscle building power, can't you?
Absolutely. Add a scoop of protein powder, maybe a spoonful of peanut butter. Suddenly, your simple bowl of oats is a power-packed pre-workout fuel source. Got the sustained energy and a good protein hit.
Smart. Okay, next. Pumpkin seeds. Maybe not the first thing people think of.
Don't underestimate them. These little seeds are nutritional powerhouses. Packed with protein, magnesium again, crucial for muscle contraction, iron for oxygen, and zinc, which supports muscle repair and even testosterone production.
Wow. Zinc for testosterone, too. That's important for muscle building.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And what's also interesting is they contain compounds that might promote better sleep.
And good sleep is essential for recovery, right?
Absolutely critical for muscle recovery and growth. So they're helping even when you're resting.
How should we eat them?
Sprinkle them on yogurt, add them to salads for crunch and nutrition, blend them into smoothies. Easy to incorporate.
Okay, let's talk seafood again. Shrimp. Lean, easy to digest.
Shrimp is an excellent choice if you want super lean protein. Minimal carbs, minimal fat. A 3-ounce serving gives you over 18 grams of high-quality protein. Plus, it supplies selenium, that antioxidant we mentioned, and vitamin B12, important for recovery and energy levels.
And they cook so fast. That's always a win when you're busy.
It really is. Super versatile, cooks in minutes, great for quick stir-fries or tossed with some whole-grain pasta for a balanced meal.
Okay, now for a calorie-dense favorite. Good for bulking phases or just a satisfying snack. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Yeah, it's definitely calorie dense. That can be really helpful if you struggle to get enough calories in to support muscle growth. But it's not just empty calories. It provides those healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, a decent amount of protein, and niacin.
Niacin? What's that for?
It's a B vitamin. Helps your body convert food into usable energy. Important part of the whole metabolic process.
A couple tablespoons in a smoothie seems like an easy way to bump up calories and nutrients.
Exactly. Just need to be mindful of portion sizes because it is so calorie dense. Easy to overdo it if you're not careful.
Fair point. All right, we can't really have this chat without talking about a supplement staple, whey protein.
No, you really can't. Whey protein is, well, incredibly effective and it absorbs very rapidly. That makes it pretty much ideal for that post-workout window when you want to get amino acids to your muscles quickly.
And it's high in that key amino acid leucine.
Exactly. Rich in leucine, that powerful trigger for muscle protein synthesis we talked about with eggs, is convenient, it's backed by a ton of research, and it's just a very efficient way to deliver high-quality protein right after training.
And if someone has issues with lactose?
Good question. Opting for a whey isolate is usually the way to go then. It has significantly less lactose than whey concentrate, so it's often much better tolerated.
Good to know. Okay, last one on our list, number 20. A fantastic source of healthy fats, but offers even more. Avocados.
Avocados. Nutritional powerhouses, truly. Rich in those heart-healthy, monounsaturated fats. And those fats also play a crucial role in supporting testosterone production.
Which is key for muscle building, as we mentioned.
Absolutely key. Avocados also provide a good amount of potassium that's an important electrolyte and fiber, which helps digestion and keeps you feeling full.
And they just make everything taste better, don't they? So versatile.
They really do. Plus, they can help reduce inflammation and even improve how well you absorb certain vitamins, the fat-soluble ones from other foods you eat alongside them.
So how to use them?
Add them to eggs, spread on whole wheat toast, toss them in protein bowls, adds creaminess and a huge nutritional boost.
Wow, okay. So there we have it, 20 incredible foods to really fuel that muscle building journey. It's so clear, isn't it? Building muscle isn't just about the gym time, it's so tightly linked to what you put on your plate.
It really is. Yeah. And it's so important to remember, no single one of these foods is like a magic bullet. Real sustainable muscle growth comes from consistently weaving a variety of these nutrient-dense foods into a balanced diet. And that has to work alongside your training, getting enough rest, and just being consistent over time.
Yeah, it really boils down to finding what works for you, for your body, experimenting with these foods, keeping meals interesting so you actually stick with it, maybe tracking your progress a bit to see what helps most. And as we've seen, eating well to build muscle, it can actually be delicious and energizing. It doesn't have to be boring.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Find an approach that's sustainable, enjoyable, and effectively fuels your body for your fitness goals and just overall well-being.
Exactly. So for you listening right now, here's a final thought to chew on. How can you maybe strategically incorporate just one, maybe two of these powerful foods into your next meal or snack? It seems like a small step, but it's a direct move towards actively fueling those fitness goals you have. And hopefully it sparks your own further exploration into just how powerful nutrition can be.